What's good, my 1,000 Kohais? I'm not gonna get over this 1K, but yeah, definitely. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jason Pikes4 here. Hopefully, you guys are still enjoying the series. I have been noticing that the views of the series have been going down and down and down and down significantly. So hopefully, this episode will be something that will change all that. And, hopefully you guys are still interested in learning what the hell happens next, because I'm still like doing this. And as I said before, even if it gets like 0 views whatsoever, I'm still going to continue doing it just because I enjoy making the series. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to go off on. If you haven't seen episode 10, we had Toga finally, getting some good action. We had Mikan giving up some of that good action, but Mikan was playing some bullshit. So, that was some nonsense that caused some more despair to happen, except it's on an even worse level now. And now Junko is just watching what's really going on as the entire safe haven is pretty much dying to its last breath. So that's pretty much where we're getting up at today. So we got to start back off with Act 1, back in the student council room. And Toko is just like, do you even realize what you're doing? Hurting him is destroying the safe haven. And so, Junko doesn't really care. She's just like, oh, I know that. I just don't care. What did I say? I wrote it in the script. I wrote it in the script before I even read the script. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, however, you shouldn't worry about him. You should worry about the despair inside you, calling you back to where you escaped. And so Toga's like, wait, what kind of drugs are you taking, lady? Like, huh? And with that kind of confusion look on her face, Toko popped out of existence. She disappeared from the safe haven. And so my reaction to this when I see Toko gone is obviously, I'm screaming like, Toko, like, where you at? So essentially, Toko's not here anymore. And Lamine is just even pissed about it. She's like, damn it, I got to. And while Lamine is trying to move and stuff, she ends up passing out because this despair is super duper heavy on her and taxing to the point she can't really move and do much because she's expending energy while trying to move, and the despair trying to take her energy as well. So, that's also not good. She's pretty much drained of her energy, and she fell onto the floor while trying to get up, but her hand lays on Jay's shoe, and she's pretty much out of it. So, and Koneko just screaming Lumine's name too, and so I'm just like, at this point, looking around at what's happening, just like, why? Junko, why are you even doing this? And so Junko just flat out be like, it's simple. I know you have another person inside you. Pause! Anyway, she's like, I know you have another person inside you that's been giving you despair. I plan on taking Tsumugi from you and stealing her talent. Oh wait, Tsumugi's inside me? Hold on, that sounds a bit better. I mean, anyway, Koneko just questions like, Tsumugi, because I never ever said Tsumugi out loud, who was controlling, the headaches and all the nonsense that continuing to go on. Mainly because Tsumugi wouldn't allow me to, say her name or say what's actually going on. So I've been just stuck with it. So that's the reason why, Jay has never really said who's really doing this, because Tsumugi would just try to shut him up with the headaches. Junko just ends up pushing Koneko out of the way to get on top of Jay while she's stripping her clothes off, because of course she is. Anyway, Koneko was trying, even though Koneko moved back a little bit because of the push, she still couldn't move on her own. And so she was fighting to get free, but it's not really going anywhere when it comes to that, honestly. And so Junko is like, don't bother Kitty. I'll take good care of him, as he should take good care of you. And then a hand gropes Koneko, and Issei comes from behind her. Y'all don't know the pain of me editing this part. Y'all don't know the pain of me putting this boy in this story. I want to kill him. I really do. Anyway, Issei's like, so this is where you were? And Koneko's just like, Issei? And so Junko's like, have fun with her. Don't leave her again. And Koneko, and I'm just at this point, I'm trying to fight back. I'm trying to move myself, but this headache is killing my ass. And literally, like, I'm trying to do whatever I can to stop this, but I can't. This despair is way too much. And I'm just crying at this point because I'm just like, no, I don't want this dusty ass dude trying to touch my woman. Konako. And so, you know, it sucks, honestly. It really does. Like, my ass legit trying to move. Imagine your woman is literally about to get kidnapped by someone and your ass can't move. It's literally on that type of level. So essentially, Jay is trying to move and stuff, but obviously, just like Lamine, he's getting his energy taken away. So he's starting to faint slowly, and you know, it's not getting any better compared, especially if he's combating this headache, you know, draining of energy type of thing. And I'm just like, I love Kona. And then passes out just straight up. And then Konako just screamed for my name, and Issei is just like, don't tell me you were into that guy. Come on, let's go home. And so they disappear from existence. He stole my woman, and I'll beat his ass. I swear, he's gonna get a 2-piece combo. Mother Effer's gonna get a 2-piece combo. Like, if y'all can see me right now, honestly, if I wasn't recording, y'all can see my face right now. Bro, he's gonna get one of these. What was that voice crack? Anyway, essentially, they go away, and Junko's just like, you're all mine. After 2 years, you're finally mine. And so Junko is now just like, Tsumugi, I know you're in there. Let's talk business. And about you giving me your talent. And I'm just like, Junko. And still hanging on somehow. And so she's like, you're still alive? Annoying. And then all of a sudden another voice comes through and it's like, Junko, let's talk. And so Junko was warped inside Jay's mind, and then he vanished as well. The rest of the safe haven was also destroyed, and everyone disappeared as well. So we get to Act 2 now, and now, you know, inside the blackest of voids, you end up seeing Junko just chilling by her damn self at this point, until you see another figure arise. But anyway, Junko is like, well, at last I get to meet the person who carried my legacy. How's it hanging? I do have to commend you for being like, almost good at me. Tsumugi is just like, it was nothing, Junko. I'm happy that you're proud of my work. And then Junko's go back like, oh, indeed I am. Now, let's talk. I need your talent. My plan is to go to the real world and create the true despair I've been yearning for. I'm sure you understand why you need to give it to me. Hold up, Jim. Hold on now. What's with the gay innuendos in this one? I swear I didn't intend to write this like this. Anyway, Tsumugi's just like, so that's all. You want my talent? I hate that boy. Abusing my powers like that. And now you're asking me for the same thing. What am I to you? What am I to any of you? And Junko's just like, a precious part of my plan. Think, we could bring true hell on earth together, leader and disciple. It would be, and Tsumugi interrupts her, is like, utterly boring. I could care less about taking over that world. That world is already despair-inducing enough. They'll end themselves soon enough. More importantly, that boy has been doing all sorts of things with my ability. I truly don't care for him at all. But I won't take it away, because he may be able to make a difference. Tsumugi continues on to be like, once he made that difference, then I will finally be able to leave this body and into a new one, freeing myself. And so Junko is not understanding any of this, but she just wants the power, and obviously Tsumugi's not giving it up just yet. And so she's like, bitch, I don't care about you or him. Just give me your damn talent. And so Tsumugi's just like, even if I did, she wouldn't let you escape. And then Blue appeared. Oh boy. I had too much sugar this morning. Anyway, Blue is like just staring at Junko like, you thought ass bitch. You ain't getting away from me. No. That's not happening. This is not happening now. No. That's just not happening this time around. Blue just sitting there in silence, just looking at her, pissed off as hell. honestly. That's very understanding. That's very understanding for Blue's situation, considering that Jay is pretty much gone at this point. And essentially, Junko just like, who the F are you? And so Tsumugi is like, a dream born from despair, the last link to Jay, a despair meant to resent you. I'll make a deal with you. If you want my power, come get it. But Jay must be dealt with if you want it. Obviously, that won't be easy. Until then, Junko. And Junko disappears from the void completely. And so now, it's just Tsumugi and Blue. And Tsumugi's just like, huh, funny. Even I didn't think dreams would be born from despair. You are interesting. And then Tsumugi disappeared, leaving Blue by herself in the void. And then Ajimu comes through, and she's just like, so interesting indeed. Don't be alarmed. I'm simply giving you a hand. Let's go see him now. And so we finally get into the Act 3 of things. And essentially, we're seemingly back in a part of the safe haven in a classroom now. And essentially, you know, my ass is clocked the hell out for some reason. And I'm just like, don't take that out of context. I'm just like, where am I? And Ajimu just sitting on the table, just on the left side of him, almost at the right. And she's just like, oh, I think we both know the answers to that. And I'm just like, am I dead? I'm dead, aren't I? I feel like I'm dead. Because this is usually what happens when I see you. If I die, usually people just pop up in the classroom. And so, I'm dead. I'm pretty much dead, am I? And she's just like, more like serendipity. And I'm just like, I don't have anything to be happy about. And so Ajimu's just like, you should be. It was I who saved your body from despair, you know? Then what's happening to me now? And then Ajimu is like, the safe haven no longer exists, and everyone has returned to whence they came. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Just keeping my silence. And essentially Ajimu is like, by destroying the safe haven, everyone returns to the original anime worlds they came from, as you would put it. You could thank Tsumugi for this outcome as well. And so I'm just like, everyone went back? Wait, that means Junko is gone, right? And essentially Ajimu is just like, in a way, yes, although I expect her coming for revenge soon at some point. And I'm just like, why? What do you know? And essentially, Ajimu explains, alright, I'll tell you just enough so I can keep things interesting. Because we know Ajimu ain't gonna tell everything to him. Of course not. That would just ruin the fun for her. First, Blue and Tsumugi saved you mentally from despair. I only saved your body, but those two saved your mind from the despair state that you were in. Or potentially could have gotten to. Lamine is only here because she touched you when you drifted away. And remember when Lamine touched my shoe when she fell into, the ground because she was drained of energy? Yeah, that's why Lamine is here. That's the only reason why Lamine is here, because she was attached to me at the time. Secondly, Tsumugi made a bet with Junko. Junko wants Tsumugi's talent, so it's best to stay away from her. Tsumugi's also is limiting her ability on you now. And Ajimu continues to go on forward to be like, if you want to travel to different worlds, you're going to have to master that despair, especially if you're planning to find everyone. And then I'm just like, okay, so it seems like Tsumugi's just testing me now. I know it's not my power, but... And then Ajimu cuts in and just be like, just because a person is dead, don't mean you can do anything. You using that power is essentially desecrating her grave. You should have just let her be at peace instead of just using her powers continuously, keeping her existence and soul still within you. To be perfectly honest, just because someone's dead does not necessarily mean that there is no consequences of what's gonna happen next. Anyway, that's all I'm willing to tell you. It's really not a lot. So, what will you do now? And so I'm just thinking about what Issei did to Koneko, trying to grope her and, take her back. I'm getting Koneko back. She's priority number 1. I'm not letting her be around him any longer. And so Ajimu just like, jumping the gun, as usual. And then Ajimu kisses Jay. It's just like, okay, so Jay is just gonna be straight out banging now? Is that what's happening? So anyway, I'm just like, whoa, where'd that come from? I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, those lips were nice, but lips? You use lip service on me! And Ajumu is just like, 3 skills is all you need. You're going to wake up soon, and don't worry, I'll remake the safe haven for you. Just don't waste my skills. And if you don't know what lip service is, essentially Ajumu can trade or give you skills with, kissing, essentially. It's like how Starfire has to learn different languages by kissing another person. That's a little bit similar to what Ajumu does. Instead, she can give you one of her abilities by kissing, or take back one of her abilities by kissing, depending on what you have, depending on your relationship with Ajumu, honestly. Essentially, I'm about to start disappearing because I'm about to wake up soon from wherever I am, and I'm just like, Ajumu, wait, what skills did you? And then I disappear before I even get to finish my sentence. And so, Ajumu is like, Tsumugi, this is quite the gang you're playing. I hope Jay can handle it. Junko might get him if he's not careful. His friends should be waking up as soon as well. And then Ajumu looks at Blue, and then she's just like, a dream coming to life that was born from despair. Yes, I'll keep a close eye on you. A very rare, interesting subject indeed. And that, my friends, is where we have to end off the episode. So yeah, a bit of stuff happened here. It seems like everybody has now been teleported back to their original anime world. So Koneko is in High School DxD, Toko's back in Danganronpa, Makoto back in Persona 5. Everybody's back in their original worlds, and it's going to be up to me and whoever, and Lamine and Blue, to pretty much try to get those girls back into the safe haven. Well, now how would that go down? You're going to have to find out in Season 2. But like I said before, there's one more episode we have to do before we close out Season 1 completely, and hopefully that won't take too long to do. But that's all I want to do for this one, so hopefully you did enjoy the story. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification way out. Also follow me on Twitter so I can let you donate to the channel. Patreon and Ko-Fi is available as well. Also, I shouldn't have to say it, but I'll say it again. The uncensored version is on Patreon for any level of tier. If you'd like to see it, be a Patreon member. And until then, this is Roy J, sign off. Have a blessed day.
Baby, say my name as if you got a fucking clue. Always caught up in the moment, not condoning what I do. I've been messing with my chemistry to find the better me, putting thoughts up on the page in hopes that you could get to me. Been this way since legit, my brain couldn't quit. Running from my issues, roll the pain in a spliff, fade away every hit. Nobody needed me, too afraid to commit.